Alright, so let's go back to the person class and let's name this folder correctly. So let's name it as model. Okay, so right now, if you go to the person class, you will see hello world.person because the person is the name of the folder, and you're going to the person class. So let's correct it. So once we name it model, okay, right. So we also need to change the namespace to model just for accuracy's sake and consistency. So like the naming convention of a model, it's stands up like a blueprint or like a shape of a particular application. and and right now let us assume that we're creating a form, okay, and the form of an employee, let's say, of that particular employee has a person. Okay, each form represents a person, so that's why we put like first name, last name, and age. And the model, the person form or the person properties or fields represents the employee application. Okay, so as we create more classes under the model, you'll have a better picture what a model signifies. So in a C# world, once you create an application, model is something you use as part of an architecture of a back-end C# application. Okay, so let's move to the program and let's use person class now. Once we move to the program, now let's type in and call out the person class. So let's use person. So since we have the person now, as you can see, it's showing on squiggly lines, so we having an error. So below it, you will see three errors. So as I mentioned, that Visual Studio is very intelligent, that it helps you out correct the error. So the type namespace name person could not be found, and the namespace is the folder. Okay, it's not being referenced correctly. There's a couple of ways of doing it. Okay, so it's either you highlight, show potential fixes. Okay, so as you can see, once you reference that to the particular folder or namespace, it will solve the problem. So as you go along, since you are new to C#, you get to like use the tools a lot. But as you have more experience, you will know the errors right in the back of your head. Then you become a C# expert already. Okay, so let's click that, and just now it resolves the error. So now person, so it starts with a variable, okay, and let's say the variable has to have a name. So now it's a person, so it's variable person of type person. So because it is a strongly typed language, so it has to be on a specific type. Okay, so let's so now we're gonna use the new keyword, okay, and type in the person, okay, and the pattern of calling a particular object or class is by having open and close parentheses. So if you say new, it's you're creating a new instance. Okay, so what does that mean? Why what does creating a new instance mean? So let's say we're gonna use the person, that the first name, okay, equals to, let's say Bill, okay, and let's say we have the person that last name, okay, equals to let's say my surname, Bill Uren, and let's close it, okay, and let's put my age. So so let's say I'm just 21, so I wish I'm always 21. Okay, right, so that's 21. Okay, so when I say new, So we're creating a new person, a new instance of a person. So it is an existence. So imagine that a person is filling out a form, okay, and that application is a web application. If there are 1,000 applicants filling out the form, then automatically C Sharp creates 1,000 new instances of one axis. Okay, so that's what it stands for. Okay, so now what we did is we created an object. Okay, we create on that particular object we created properties of variables which containing or setting the first name as Bill, okay, last name and age, etc. And as you can see, that age doesn't have quotations because it's type integer. So if I go back, we made it as type integer. Okay, so we have declared, so we're having full control. Okay, so it depends on what we put in, and that will be the behavior of the object. Okay, so now since we're using system object, so it has the console. Okay, console system class. Okay, and it has the function of write. Now let's print something out. So let's console that write line. Okay, and if you open parentheses, you will see all the functionalities inside of it. So we're gonna create our own, so you will realize how this is actually created, yeah, and what it means. So it says it's accepting a boolean value. Okay, so it has a couple of functionalities. Okay, so we're looking for the right one. Okay, so long object, so that's the one. So we're looking for the string. Okay, so this is like a bible or documentation that where you see the capabilities of console.write line. Okay, so we'll get there, but now automatically it will know which function you're going to be using. Okay, so not right now I'm only going to type person.first name, person.first name. Okay, and another, so let's have console write line person that last name. Okay, right. Okay, so now I'm going to print tree, hello world, Bill, first name or last name. Okay, if I would like to bypass line 15 and not including the printing, so I'll just comment it out. It's like deleting, so C Sharp will not recognize that it's there once it's commented out. Okay, so now I'm going to run it. Click the run button on the top. Okay, so now you see it has printed what's in the person object, first name and last name. Alright, so let's press enter. Okay, so that will end the run. This ends the this lesson. Let's continue to the next recording.